Okay, good morning YouTube, and welcome to our channel. I'd say our because I am one half of Seduced by Novellas. I am the novellas part and I'm Lan. And I'm gonna be bringing you a tissue. No, I'm not gonna be bringing you a tissue, I'm sorry, but I'm a little bit sick today, so this might make an appearance. So what I'm going to talk to you today about is my December wrap-up, and I read like 7 books this last month. I think it's 7 books, and I read 2 ebooks, Unhold 2 books, and the other 3 books, well, they're still with me here today, so obviously I'll start from the start, and I've got a handy notebook. Okay, so the first book I read was The Mysterious Affair at Styles, which is the first Hercule Poirot book by Agatha Christie. That was my first Agatha Christie book. I really enjoyed it. I'm a bit of a fan of like murder mystery and crime books in general, and it was just a really fun read. I love sort of the style of the writing. It was fantastic. And basically it's just about this murder that occurs, you know, at this mansion type place, and yeah, everybody has to figure out. So it's one of those classic murder mysteries. It's like who killed Professor Duncan in the library with a screwdriver. So yeah, I gave that a 4 out of 5 stars. The next on my list was The Selection by Kira Cass, and that's the first book in the Selection series. I gave that 3 stars. I really enjoyed it, and I've been wanting to read it for a while, and I had it on my phone for a while because I use iBooks, and it was really interesting. I love the characters, and I love the concept. I love the concept of, you know, these girls basically not being sold into marriage, but essentially, yes, everybody's excited about these girls getting taken off and being looked at by this Prince Maxon, you know. It was fantastic, but the execution just wasn't quite there. I mean, it was a bit long-winded and nothing seemed to be happening, and I don't know, it could have been so good, so I gave that 3 stars. I don't think I'm gonna be reading the next one, The Elite, but I mean, who knows, I might in the future if I fancy it. Okay. So the next book I read was Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. That is the first time I've read Pride and Prejudice, by the way. I'd never read it before because I thought that it was just going to be a classic romance. It was going to be boring, really. I mean, I've read a lot of classics. They're never boring, so I don't know why I thought that, you know, Jane Austen would be boring. I just, you know, heard all about Mr. Darcy and Elizabeth Bennet, and I thought romance, not my cup of tea, really. But no, I was really shocked going in. It was funny and the characters were so well done, and I hated loads of characters like Mr. Collins and that other prick, I can't remember his name, and it was just fantastic. I really enjoyed it, and you know, I'm so glad I picked it up, and I discovered that it was one of my mum's favourite books, so I got her the Penguin Classic, the leather feeling book for Christmas. So yeah, that's how much I felt strongly about Pride and Prejudice. And I gave that 4 out of 5 stars. And the next on my list was Poison Study by Maria V. Snyder. Sorry, Maria. And this one I didn't like. It's a young adult fantasy, and from the back it sounds like Yelena, the main character, she's in prison and she's going to be executed, and she gets this choice: execution or be the king's, I say king, I can't remember if he was a king or not, but the poison taster. She was like, yep, I'll be a poison taster, and I expected going in that it'd be more about the tasting of the poison, but it wasn't. And I mean, obviously you can't really base a book around that, I suppose, but it was very disappointing. I wanted more from the poison, and there was like a weird unnecessary romance between Yelena and the king's advisor. I can't remember his name right now, but I'm not a big fan of romance unless it's done right. I'm very picky with my romance, so this was just like, it doesn't need to be there, they don't need to fall in love. You know, can't you just get on with their life and taste poison and stuff? But yeah, it was more about her magic and the fact that, you know, her magic's a time bomb. She doesn't know how to use it, so she's sort of making it more difficult for the other magic users to use magic. The magic system is that the world is sort of covered in magic, and you sort of pull magic down like threads, and she's pulling too much. So when you pull too much, you basically explode and die, kind of thing. So I was disappointed in that. I don't think I'm a big fan of young adult fantasy. I read Throne of Glass in November, and I gave that 1 star as well. I don't know, I haven't really found a young adult fantasy that catches my interest, that's different, that is executed well. So yeah, hopefully, I mean, if you've got any suggestions for young adult fantasy and you think I might like them, pop them below and I'll check them out. I mean, I'd like to be proven wrong with the genre. But yeah, right. Next on my list is All the Rage, which I have a physical copy of. The last 2 books I unhauled because I had a horrible cover of Pride and Prejudice, and obviously I didn't enjoy Poison Study. So this is All the Rage by Courtney Summers. I got this recommendation from Manda from Tumblr. She runs, well, obviously a Tumblr blog. I'm not sure what it's called, but I'll link it down below. She has a lot of good recommendations, and she reads a lot of diverse books, and she loves Courtney Summers. So as soon as I found out that this was coming over here and I saw it in the bookshop, I immediately picked it up because, you know, feminism. I love feminist books, and this is, you know, definitely a feminist book, and it blew me away. The writing style was absolutely beautiful. I did not expect that going in, and to be honest, I didn't really expect much from this book. I didn't know really too much what it was about. I knew it was about a girl, and she'd been raped, and it was basically about the aftermath of that and how people treated her, and, you know, the man who raped her sort of doing it's doing again, and, you know, about rape culture. So I really liked it. It was very, very good commentary on rape culture, and it's, I mean, obviously it could be triggering for some people, but, you know, read it. I mean, it was very good. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. I don't know why, there was just something that it just felt like more of a commentary, and the ending of the story just left me a little bit unsatisfied. I wanted a bit more, but to be honest, you know, it was a good book, and yeah, I really enjoyed it. Okay, my 6th book was The Story of Antigone by Ali Smith. This is my first Ali Smith book. I picked this up on a whim just because it was December and I was coming towards the end of my Goodreads challenge, and I only needed 2 more books, and I wanted short books because I'm a cheating scumbag, basically. And I thought, well, I wanted to read Ali Smith, but, you know, I've never sort of thought, well, I didn't know where to start, basically. So I thought I'd pick up this one. And it's basically a retelling of the story of Antigone. It's a Save the Library story. Let me start again. It's the Save the Story Library collection. There are so yeah, definitely check this out. It's very short, very good. And last but not least, we have Lumberjanes by, okay, it just says Stevenson, Ellis, Waters, Allen and Leo. But basically this is the brainchild of Noelle Stephens, and it's Lumberjanes Volume 2, Friendship to the Max. I almost said the first one then. I love this book, this graphic novel even. I love it so much. I mean, I read the first one, and the first one, it was a good 4 stars. I thought, yep, I'm getting into this, you know, getting into the characters, and this one just blew me away. It's like, bam, you know, let's add some Greek Greek gods in there. Why not? Mally for life, I'm just saying. You know, we got to see more of the friendship. Ridley was being crazy as usual. I love Ridley. Please never stop, Ridley, I love you. But yeah, it's basically Lumberjanes is a group of girls, and they're in a camp, you know, girl guides sort of camp, and they just get up to crazy adventures. It's sort of like a cross between, it's gonna be a weird thing, but Gravity Falls, the Disney series, which is amazing, also hilarious, and Totally Spies, just because it reminds me of the, you know, all the girls together and just kicking ass basically. So yeah, I love this, and obviously I gave it 5 stars. It's one of my favourite graphic novels at the moment. I just love the art style. Let me find a good page. That's the art style. Oh, Ridley, bless you. And it's just fantastic. All of the characters are fantastic, and I mean, if you haven't picked this up, definitely pick this up. Noelle Stevenson is a genius. I've been following her Tumblr, well, since forever, and I'm so glad she's releasing stuff. I mean, the first thing that I bought of hers, sort of, was the cover of Fangirl, the one with the art in, and I was just like, yes, and since then I'm just Noelle Stevenson trash, basically, so yeah. Okay, so that was my December wrap up. This is going well. I'm liking this. I mean, it's a bit nerve-wracking still, but it took me, what, about a couple of minutes to centre myself and calm the hell down. So yeah, hopefully I'll be doing more of these. I want to do at least once a week. I mean, it's going to be hard with work and everything and social life, but if I can do it once a week, I will be proud of myself and just, yes, I can do this, and yes. So I'm going to be linking Goodreads pages down below if you want to check those books out. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. I will see you soon. Thank you for watching us. I mean, obviously my other video hasn't been posted yet, but that will be soon. And yeah, I mean, if you've got any comments, suggestions, do you want to talk to me, I don't know, just comment down below and, you know, I'll be there. And so yes, hope you all have a good day, and yeah, I'll see you next time.